thanks. Like, hey, Scoob, did you hear Nikki Blake is hosting a Scooby-Doo panel? No. Yeah. Like on today's Scooby-Doo episode, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy meet Nikki Blake. Yeah, and a Scooby Panel. Like, we need to get this puppy started. Okay, Nikki Blake, take it away, Scooby-Doo.
Welcome to the Scooby Panel. I'm your host, Nikki Blake from ScoobyAddicts.com, and today we are doing Table Topics number 4. Before we begin, I'll have everyone introduce themselves, and Wendy, will start with you.
Hi guys, I'm Wendy BRYDGE. I'm a commissioned artist, and I've been collecting Scooby for over 30 years.
Devin?
Hi, I'm Devin, and I actually I promised Wendy I would wear this today.
Yay!
It matches the shirt.
Oh my gosh.
So that's for you, Wendy.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Anyway.
Joel?
Hey there, I am Joel from the YouTube channel Planet Scooby, and I'm at a disadvantage because I've never played this game before.
We were discussing who was on Table Topics before, and I didn't think that you were on one of them, so
yeah.
I don't know that you're really at a disadvantage. I mean, none of you got the topics. You're all going into this, so it doesn't really matter. Basically, Table Topics is a question and answer game. I'm going to ask questions, and they're going to give answers. And we are going to start with a few warm-up topics just to warm up.
Okay.
So, sandwich or pizza? Wendy?
Sandwich.
Devin?
Can the sandwich be toasted?
Sandwich or pizza?
Sandwich.
Joe?
Sandwich.
Okay. So, with the warm-up questions, first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Wendy, zombie or vampire?
Vampire.
Devin?
Zombie.
Joel?
Zombie.
If you found a box of Scooby snacks, what do you think they would taste like? Wendy?
The way that dogs smell when they're wet.
Devin?
I'm just I don't know why I was gonna say Frito-Lays. I don't know why that's what I was gonna say.
Joel?
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. If you had to wear one character's outfit for a week, whose would you choose? Wendy?
Daphne.
Devin?
Fred.
Joel?
Shaggy.
If Scooby and Shaggy entered a hot dog eating contest, how many do you think they'd eat? Wendy? First thing that comes to mind.
13 for Scooby, 12 for Shaggy.
Devin?
That's not enough. At least 50 each.
Wow.
Easy.
Joel?
I'm thinking like 365.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
That's crazy that you said 365 because I literally thought one for every day of the year, and then I was like, that doesn't make any sense for the question, so I didn't say that.
It's the first thing that comes to your mind.
I know.
All right. That's it for warm-up topics. We've done enough of these that I think just a few is good. So, first topic. If you could rename the mystery machine, what would you call it and why? Wendy?
Oh, my second word is not quite what I want, but I can't think of anything else but like the groovy gadget. Because I feel like we need the alliteration of the same letter repeated. I feel like that you have to have. And also groovy just seems like the best adjective for the Scooby Gang. I can't think of really any other word. Like that is the first word that comes to mind when I think of them in any capacity. So the groovy, I literally cannot think of like a vehicle name with a G. So fine, groovy gadget, because that would also make sense. They've got all kinds of cool gadgets in the back of the van. So groovy gadget.
Devin, if you could rename the mystery machine, what would you call it and why?
I just had like 20 different things go through my head and none of them were anything at all. the I just want to say astral projection for some reason that doesn't even make any sense. The astral projection automobile. I don't know. I couldn't think of any words that were spooky.
Okay. Joel, if you could rename the mystery machine, what would you name it and why?
I was gonna call it Dreamboat Scooby, and I don't know why. It's just what came to
Wow.
my head. It's I
Okay.
think it's like a 70s kind of thing, I guess.
Okay.
Can I change mine to like the vagabond van?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh my. I do like having groovy in the name, but I'm not quite sure what would go with that. The groovy mobile doesn't really sound very good.
All right, we're
No.
changing it one more time. I'm third time's the charm. The meddling mobile. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds
Yep.
mm,
No, well, they're meddling. They meddle.
yeah, I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Next one. If Scooby and Shaggy opened a restaurant, what would be on the menu? Devin?
Oh gosh, me first. Okay. It's all desserts, but they all have fish in them.
Ew. What?
I don't know.
Sounds about right for Shaggy and Scooby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Joel, if Shaggy and Scooby opened a restaurant, what would be on the menu?
Well, we're not gonna do gelatin of fish, that's for sure. I've seen that before. You get like a wobbling jello thing, and it's got little fish embedded in it. It's up Scooby and Shaggy's alley. Terrain of what is it? Terrain of fish. It's France. I lost what I was gonna do. Oh, all meat, hot French dip, beef sandwich. That's all they serve. And because Shaggy's not a vegetarian, so I just want it to be all like beef, 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 beef.
Okay. Wendy, if Shaggy and Scooby opened a restaurant, what would be on the menu?
I think it would just be one giant all-you-can-eat buffet that is not necessarily made up of dishes, but it's made up of ingredients. So it's like all the meats, all the cheeses, all the disgusting fish, although the fish can go in the corner because I want to eat here and I don't want fish in anything. All the breads, all the starches, 10 different kinds of potatoes, 17 different versions of poutine. And it's just like a long, like arena type building. And you just like grab a giant plate and you just like walk the whole building and you just grab stuff off of like a giant table in the middle. And it's just like everything. And you just mix and match.
That's my kind of place. I'd love that. Quick story. Let me tell you guys a story about a buffet. Okay. So you guys know Golden Corral. You guys know of Golden Corral? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We had one in town here. It's no longer with us. We had a Golden Corral here, and when we first moved, my parents came to town, and we were like, "Let's go to Golden Corral." We haven't been in years, and so me, my parents, and Tasha all went to Golden Corral. And I got a bunch of stuff on my plate, and I got like a big chunk of beef from where they like actually are cutting it in front of you. And so I was eating this beef, and I like accidentally swallowed, and like the whole chunk of beef went down my throat, and I started choking, and I thought I was gonna die. I was like, this is the moment I'm gonna die. So we're like sitting in the corner of Golden Corral, and I'm choking on this beef. And Tasha's sitting next to me, and she looks at me and she says, "Ew, are you gonna throw up?" And then she looks away while I'm dying. I'm dying, and my wife is like, "Ew, are you gonna puke? Gross." And I'm like literally just dying. And my dad stands up and he's like, "Do you need the Heimlich?" And then everybody in the restaurant stands up and is looking at me, and I spit this chunk of beef out on the plate. And then I'm like, and I didn't even turn around because I knew everybody was behind me, like watching me, and I was like, I'm good. You know, like everybody's back was to me, or my back was to everybody else. And so I'm just sitting there like, just like some pukey beef on my plate. And I'm like, this is the most embarrassing day of my life. And then this guy next to us, the table over, he's like, listen, he's like, if you ever need to give yourself the Heimlich, he's like, you get behind a chair and you can like do it yourself on the back of a chair. And then he walks and then he stops talking to me. And then 3 seconds later, our waiter guy comes over and he's like, so how's everybody doing over here? And I was like, he clearly didn't witness what just happened. And yeah, and then I never went back to Golden Corral after that.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's how I almost died in Jeff Foxworthy's hands. So yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
That
what was the
awful.
question? Sorry, what was the question?
Okay. My answer to if Scooby and Shaggy opened a restaurant, what would be on the menu? I was thinking more of a pizza bar.
Oh,
With the dessert would be different flavored Scooby snacks.
I like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I also have a story about choking at a restaurant. It was
Let's hear it.
at Outback Steakhouse, and we got the mozzarella sticks. They used to have, they were actually triangles, I think, but
Okay.
got them. They were super hot, and I took a bite, and when I took a bite and like chewed it and swallowed it, it just was so gooey
Mhm.
that it like went down, but it got stuck. But like there was cheese just, and I literally like was pulling it out of my, and I swore like I couldn't breathe. My eyes were watering. My face was bright red. I'm like, oh my God, I can't breathe. I'm gonna die. It was like a magician pulling like chips out of their
Aw.
sleeve, but I'm pulling cheese out of my throat. I
Uh-huh.
finally got it, and then I just like sat there and I'm like, I'm never eating again.
Aw.
Yeah.
Wendy, Joel, you guys ever choke and almost die? Or...
Yeah, about 9 years ago, I was eating toast and it got caught. And then I was really running out of air, so I did the chair thing with but then I started throwing up, but I was so deprived of oxygen, I just passed out.
Oh,
So I
God.
woke up in like a pool of vomit with the
Oh
toast
my
beside
God.
me.
Oh, man.
When I finally regained consciousness, yeah.
Wow.
Did you make it?
Toast?
No, did you survive? Did you
Clearly.
Did you not die? Did you not
I'm
die?
pretty Sometimes I wondered if I died or not, but because then, you had COVID happen and everything just got weird. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Well,
maybe I did die.
But you
Could
did make
be.
the toast. You made the toast yourself. That's good.
I made I bought like a bread machine and I like made the bread and everything.
Oh. Did you ever
Yeah.
make bread again after that, or?
No, I
No.
haven't had bread since.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that.
I choked on a fly once.
What?
You have to be careful out here. You can
How
just
big was the
outside and you're
fly?
talking, and the next thing you know, one flies in your mouth and it goes down your throat and you choke on it. Yeah, choked on a fly.
Oh my gosh.
And a really big fly.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be a big fly. It was just like a regular sized fly, but it was awful.
Did you get him out?
Yes, I did.
Mm.
And then I stomped him into the ground. And there were lots
Oh.
of expletives too while I coughed and choked.
Hmm.
And I was like, that was gross. It was probably eating something's poo and then it went in my mouth.
Mm.
Oh.
Next question. If Mystery Inc. visited your hometown, what mystery would they solve? Joel?
They would solve. Oh, we have something called the Hermitage here. And there's a stableman, I think it was, like in the 1800s, who hung himself. And they still have the building and the tree where he hung himself. And it's just a super haunted place. And I want to know if it's haunted or not, or if it's just folklore.
I like
Okay.
But
that.
people come all over the world to see this place because it's like one of the most haunted places ever.
I like that.
Wendy, if Mystery Inc. visited your hometown, what mystery would they solve?
That would be the clue of Miss Claybelt, who is our giant cow. mascot. And I envision that eventually they would just smash her to bits. And then she would be full of some kind of treasure. I don't know what kind of treasure. I don't know, but something. But they would have to like break the cow open because she's just this giant cow statue that's next to the Chamber of Commerce, and people like to get their picture taken with her and everything. And in the wintertime, they put a scarf on her and stuff. So yeah, maybe Scooby's like climbs up on her to take a picture, and then he slips off or something and accidentally like kicks her in the nose, and her nose breaks open, and like a piñata, like gold coins or something falls out of her. Or maybe, you know what, since this is a farming is really big agriculture here, maybe it is some kind of like ancient grain that is like the key to immortality. And then they give up mystery solving and they have like a bakery, and it's like, come live forever, eat our bread, yay.
Hi, Devin, if Mystery Inc. visited your hometown, what mystery would they solve?
Well, we have the world's largest potato masher here.
Oh.
So there'd probably be like a big goopy potato monster. I'm imagining like a mashed potato tar monster kind of thing. And maybe the mystery is like, all our mashed potatoes are so chunky. Who's making them chunky? They need to mash them better. Or, yep. Yep. And that's the mystery. And Scooby and Shaggy would love it.
You know what? Undermashed mashed potatoes is a crime against humanity, so I'm on board with this.
Thank you.
I guess if they were solving a mystery here, it would be, I don't know, there's a cold case murder that they could solve. So it's been tied to the funeral home that we used to live right next to. So it'd be interesting. Supposedly there was some crazy stuff going on with the funeral home director.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I would like them to solve that. Yeah.
Thanks for making that dark.
Yeah, just an actual case. Yeah, just a real case.
An actual case.
Yeah, okay.
I want to know. I want to know if these people were shady.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here's a good story. So our backdoor camera could see the garage door for the funeral home. It literally was right next to our house.
That's really close.
And the one day there was we had a skull on our front door, and it said the camera, like if the camera saw the skull, it'd say that there was a skull at the front door. Well, for some reason it said there was one at the back door, and it like was on the funeral home garage. So that was creepy because it had never been at the back door before.
Did they have a hearse in the garage?
They did. They actually used to park in the garage and wheel the bodies across the parking lot into the funeral home.
That's a fun place.
It was hard for me to get used to at first, like when I would take the dog out and they would be wheeling bodies across the parking lot, and I'm just like, okay, that's not cool. But I mean, you get used to it, which is kind of a crazy thing to say, but we lived there for a long time, so yeah.
I love that. That's in theory that sounds really interesting, but in actuality would be horrifying. I feel like I would not want to live next to a funeral home, probably.
No.
Yeah.
It did smell like formaldehyde sometimes when you went out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, anyway.
If you could spend a day with one Scooby-Doo character, who would it be and what would you do? Wendy?
Okay, I have two answers here, and one of them is obvious and one's going to get me in trouble. And I'm only going to say the
obvious one is going to get you in trouble.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, because it's not Scrappy.
Okay.
So the obvious answer would be Daphne, and of course we would go shopping. We would go clothes shopping, and I would love that. The second one, which honest to God, until this moment, I've never considered this a day in my life. I swear to God, I've not. But now I can't stop thinking about it. And I don't want to get myself in trouble, but also ready, because in this moment, I'm just like, I would go make out with Freddy. Anyway, moving on.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
That took an interesting turn. Okay.
Mhm.
Devin, if you could spend a day with one Scooby-Doo character, who would it be and what would you do?
I'd probably spend the day making out with Freddy. No. I would. Me and Scooby Dumb would go hat shopping.
Oh.
And we would get our ears pierced together. And that's what me and Scooby Dumb would do. And it'd be awesome.
Okay, what type of earring would Scooby Dumb have?
Ooh. He'd probably have like a really Scooby Dumb. I'm picturing a big old gold hoop on like the end of it, but like he's probably like a dangly feather kind of guy. Any suggestions?
I think he'd have like the little tiny diamond stud. Like it's there, but it's not obvious.
No, he's a flashy guy. You've seen his
what?
hat.
Scooby Dumb, come on. The only thing flashy about him is his tooth.
Okay. Sure.
Joel?
All right, little diamonds. You know what? He's getting you know what? I've already got gauges. He's getting gauges with me where I'm sizing up.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna have big old holes.
Poor Scooby Dumb.
Yeah, he can put magnifying glasses in them and it'll be awesome. Yeah.
Joel, if you could spend a day with one Scooby-Doo character, who would it be and what would you do?
My answer is pretty boring. It'd be with Scooby. We'd go for a walk, and then I'd get him some food, and we'd have fun.
I would probably do the same thing. I'd hang out with Scooby because I feel like Scooby would be the one that I could have the most fun with because we could eat junk food, and I love junk food. We could just watch TV. We can go for a walk. We could like, whatever. It would just be fun.
And me and Scrappy will come over.
Sure. I have a cage around here somewhere we can put him in.
Wow. Okay, well, make sure it's big enough for the both of us, and I'll go in it too.
What Halloween costume would each Mystery Inc. member wear? And they can't dress as themselves. Devin?
Oh God. Okay, we're gonna keep this simple. I looked up. We're gonna go classic Universal monsters with this.
Oh.
So Fred is obviously Frankenstein. Daphne, Bride of Frankenstein. Velma, Invisible Man. Shaggy, werewolf. And Scooby is obviously, he should have been the werewolf. Scooby is a vampire. He's Dracula. And that's what they are.
Okay.
Yep.
Joel, what Halloween costume would each Mystery Inc. member dress as?
I'm not gonna do Universal monsters. Just gonna do random things. So Freddy, Zorro, Daphne, Princess, Velma, Sherlock Holmes, Shaggy, a vampire, so he can get those bobbing for apples a lot easier. And Scooby is gonna go with Scooby Dumb.
That's cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wendy, what Halloween costume would they dress in?
Oh man. Okay, now that I've seen this in my head, I can't get rid of it, and I'm going to get in trouble again. I would like to see Daphne and Freddy dress as Penelope Pitstop and Peter Perfect. I'm so sorry. I love Velma. There's like, and because I love this character as well, and it's no shade to her, but Shaggy and Velma would be Dick Dastardly and Muttley. And then Scooby would be, I don't know what the character's name is, but like the bad guy Snively Snidely or some whatever in Penelope Pit Stop.
Mhm.
And he has like the hat and the cloak and like the, yeah. I know it, you would think that Scooby should be Muttley, but no.
Hmm.
But I'm not saying she would necessarily dress up like a dog. You could just put her in like clothing that would be color coordinated to Muttley.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because Muttley was kind of the brains anyway.
Okay.
Mhm.
I would have them dress up as Muppets, not necessarily like from the Muppet Show, but I would probably do Fred as Kermit.
It's me. Fred.
Daphne, I don't like Miss Piggy, so I just can't go with Miss Piggy. But then I'm thinking Big Bird. And I
Okay.
love Big Bird, and I don't know why I would have her dress like Big Bird, but we're just gonna go with it because that's what came into my head.
Okay.
And I did not like pre-plan my answers. So
Mhm.
Velma would be Elmo.
Mhm.
Scooby would be Cookie Monster.
Mm.
And Shaggy would be Fozzie Bear. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. I like that.
I think
Okay.
that would be fun.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you could give Scooby one new catchphrase, what would it be? Joel?
Oh man. First thing that just came to my mind was just yabba dabba doo.
What's funny is that sometimes when people see Scooby in my office, they're like, "Oh, it's Scooby-Doo," and then they're like, "Yabba dabba doo," and I'm like, "No,
No.
that's not right." So other people would do the same.
Yabba dabba doo.
Wendy, if you could give Scooby one new catchphrase, what would it be?
I can't say mine.
Yeah, you can.
Go
I'm
ahead.
I'm gonna get in more trouble. Like, okay, let's just say that this would become Scooby's catchphrase if he lived with me. I can't.
Let's say it. Let's.
Rock off.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
That's what he would pick up from me. And then he would be saying it too. And I'm sorry, Scooby. I'll scold you for it, but yeah, I can't think of, yeah, that's what it would be.
Okay. Devin, if you could give Scooby one new catchphrase, what would it be?
I haven't thought about it since my first thought, and my first thought came immediately after Joel's first thought, and so my first thought is, so I'm got to get me a picnic basket. So Scooby's just taking other characters' catchphrases, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I would just have him growl. Just
No
because.
swears, no
No.
swearing.
No. I would just want him to growl.
Okay.
Yeah. If Shaggy became the leader of Mystery Inc., how would cases change? Wendy?
They wouldn't take any. I don't think that they would solve mysteries if Shaggy was in charge. Or Shaggy would like farm it out. And he would hire other amateur sleuths to like come in and do the mystery solving. Like Shaggy is calling Nancy Drew. It's like, "Hey man, we have this mystery to solve. Can you and Bess and George like hop on a train and come help us?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, of course I can. I'll solve the mystery in like 5 minutes."
Okay. Devin, if Shaggy
Yeah.
became the leader of Mystery Inc., how would cases change?
I think they would stop solving haunted mysteries, and all the mysteries would just be how much food can they eat at each restaurant, and that's the mystery. You know, they don't know going in, but they figure it out by the end. They're like, "Wow, I ate 50 hot dogs. Wow, I ate 365 hot dogs." You know? Yeah.
Joel, if Shaggy became the leader of Mystery Inc., how would cases change?
I think they just investigate haunted restaurants and food processing buildings that are haunted. Or not haunted, they'll just pretend it's haunted.
I think Shaggy would tell Fred, Daphne, and Velma what to do, and then him and Scooby would just go watch movies and eat food.
Mhm.
So I
Sounds like a
don't think
plan.
they'd end up doing anything. He'd just make everyone else do everything. Yeah. If Mystery Inc. competed on a reality show, which one would they do best on? Devin?
Okay, this isn't even a competition, but the first thing I was going to say was Jersey Shore, so I'm going to stick with it. They're going to be fist pumping, and they're going to be at the beach, and they're going to be all GTL, you know, and it'll be a good time for all involved. Yeah, yeah. Mhm, mhm.
And would you watch that if they were on it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you know what? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
These are hard to answer off the cuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel, if Mystery Inc. competed on a reality show, which one would they do best on?
So in the late 90s, I had the flu and I woke up at 3 a.m. and I turned on the TV and there was this reality show where they had people trying to eat as much as an animal. So they had like the hot dog champion, which is like this tiny Asian fellow. I think he ate like 80 hot dogs versus a bear eating hot dogs.
Is that
But
Joey Chestnut or is that not Joey Chestnut?
I don't know. It's probably a new reigning champion since then because it's been like
I can't remember his
35
name.
years.
I know you're talking about. Continue. It's important. Go ahead.
But they all ate animal. They all had contests against animals. But I think Shaggy, and we're going to count Scooby as a human in this case, eating against another animal because it's undomesticated animal, I guess. And Daphne, Freddy, Velma, they don't have to do anything, but I think they'd be best at it because Shaggy and Scooby would clearly win against whatever animal you pit up against them, even the bear eating hot dogs. And it was a real thing. It wasn't even a fever dream. It was like, this is actually happened. I checked back later on YouTube, like 20 years later, saying, oh, I thought I made all this up in my head. So when do you see like an Asian guy, tiny Asian guy, like 75-pound Asian guy eating hot dogs against a bear? Never. But it happened on Fox, I believe.
I need to watch that immediately after this.
Wendy, if Mystery Inc. competed on a reality show, which one would they do best on?
Okay, well, I'm not sure that technically this is a reality show, but it's the only quote unquote reality show that I watch and I love it. It is my guilty pleasure. Guys, Grocery Games. And in particular, I mean, I think that Shaggy and Scooby would kill it no matter what. But there is a particular game where you work in teams and one person shops while the other two like are in this like box and they can't hear or see anything. And then so the guy shops and then he gets the stuff going. And then they have to switch out. So he goes in the box and they can't talk to each other. And the second guy comes out and has to figure out, okay, this is what the first guy got. And they need to try and figure out what is the game that guy gave them to play and what are the mandatory ingredients that they have to use. And then so they do the bulk of like the meal prep. And then they have to leave. And then they go into the box with the first guy. And the third guy then comes out and is like, what the F is even going on? What fish and tacos, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. And I just feel like the whole gang could play that game. That could be it. It could be like a 5-man switch off. And I would love every second of it because they would leave Scooby to the end only one time. And Scooby would eat all of the food before it even made it to the judges and disqualify them. And it would I would really enjoy watching all of that.
I've never seen it, but you did mention it before, and that's what I was going to mention too, that would probably be good for them because it's food related.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have an alternate answer.
Okay.
All of my answers have been terrible so far.
There's no terrible answers.
I've never seen this show, but I think that they could be good judges on The Masked Singer because it's figuring out who's behind the mask, right? That's the whole premise of the show.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's kind of their whole shtick. So I think that they would be good at being judges on that show.
It is a good
That'd work.
show. I love that show.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. They would also be good judges for like any of the baking shows.
Mhm.
I think that would be good too for them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which Mystery Inc. member would be the funniest roommate and why? I forget who I started with last time. Was it you, Devin?
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
remember either.
Yeah, it was. I said Jersey
I
Shore.
think it was. Okay. Joe?
Scooby, because Scooby's always going to be up to something, afraid of something, barking at something, growling at something. He's going to cheer you up when you come home. He's just going to be a happy dog.
Okay. Wendy, which Mystery Inc. member would be the funniest roommate and why?
I'm going to go with Shaggy because I agree with what Joel said, but even though Scooby's amazing, he has a cool tail that can turn into stuff, like he's very human-like. At the end of the day, he does have some limitations that humans do not. So I'm going to say Shaggy because I feel like Shaggy looks for humor in things to deflect his fear. And honestly, I could maybe imagine a situation where if like you were in a scary situation with Shaggy, you know, like it's dark, you're watching a movie that's scary and like there's a bang in the kitchen or whatever. Instead of him making you more afraid because of his level of fear, I feel like he would be trying so hard to deflect it that it would then bolster your own courage and you would not be as scared. And I don't know, I just see Shaggy because he's so like lighthearted and easygoing that any situation he'd be able to just like infuse little bits of humor in it, but without it being too like over the top slapstick. Because like for me, Scooby's not that. Later iterations of Scooby, which is why I don't care for them as much, because there's like too much, the humor is too forced, there's too much of it. And I don't see Shaggy that way. I see Shaggy as like actually being quite witty and a little bit clever. So I think that he would know like when is an appropriate time to try and be funny. And for all the times where he is just incidentally funny because that's just his personality, I don't think it would ever get irritating. Because I feel like there's few things worse than like if you're in a bad mood or you're upset about something. At least for me, I don't necessarily want somebody trying to be funny to me. Like I kind of need to be in the mood for humor that is like deliberate. And I don't see Shaggy doing that. So I think that he would be the best funny roommate because he wouldn't overdo it, but he would also like keep everything like on an even keel, ironically enough, given how he likes to freak out about things.
Devin, which Mystery Inc. member would be the funniest roommate and why?
Well, since I can't say Scooby or Shaggy, I'm gonna go with Velma. Wild card Velma. I'm picturing like I'm walking down the hallway and I see her like in her bedroom and she's like got a closet full of orange turtlenecks and she's like, which one should I wear today? And they all look exactly the same. And I'm laughing to myself. You know what I mean? She's not intentionally funny, but I'm laughing. I'm like, and then she's like in the bathroom and she's trying to put in contacts. They never work. Obviously, she can't figure it out. And she's like, oh, these contacts can't figure them out. And hey, I'm laughing. And she's kind of sassy. So that'd be kind of a fun time. And that's why Velma.
So who would you have picked if you could have picked Scooby or Shaggy?
I probably would have picked Shaggy. I feel like, yeah, what Wendy said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would pick Shaggy.
Yeah.
But if I had to not pick Shaggy, I would say Fred because I feel like at home he's gonna let himself like not be the leader type person and he's gonna be more fun and relaxed. So
yeah, he'll take his ascot off and relax for a little while. Yeah.
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 If you were a Scooby-Doo villain, what would your name be? What would your costume look like? And what would your backstory be? Wendy?
Oh, nope, nope, nope. That combination of words that was about to come out of my mouth is not going to come out of my mouth. Nope. Nope, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for this combination of words, but it's just gonna have to be what it is, okay? The Crimson Kitty. And it is like a dark burgundy. I'm so sorry. What
I'm
is this?
listening.
Are we on After Dark right now? I don't mean this to be this way, but
I'm
like
not
a
looking,
dark,
but I'm listening.
like a dark red, dark burgundy sort of like latex-ish, leatherish suit. Very Catwoman-esque with like the boots, but I want a cape. I need a cape with like a great big like whew, like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And my backstory is that I'm sick and tired of mediocre art being sold as if it's amazing in my town. And my work has been rejected from the local galleries in favor of like 4-year-old-ish finger painting. And it has made me evil and angry. And so my crime is that I'm breaking into all of these art galleries and I'm like destroying all of the artwork. Yeah, sounds plausible.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Plausible.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like that cat burglar kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Devin, if you were a Scooby-Doo villain, what would your name be? What would your costume look like? And what would your backstory be?
Oh man, I didn't think of a name. That'll come at the end. It'll come to me. So I wanted to say a clown, but that's too easy because it's been done. So I'm not gonna say a clown but I wanted to do something circus themed. So I thought kind of like an Evil Knievel-esque stuntman at like a circus. Like I'm getting shot out of the cannon. Okay. So like I've got like a white jumpsuit with some red, white, and blue stripes on it or whatever. I've got like a little like motorcycle-esque helmet thing, whatever. And my backstory is that I was at a circus and I asked them to make sure that my cannonball, the human cannonball, I'm getting shot out of the big cannonball thing, and I asked them to check something beforehand, and they forget, and so then I die and I come back as a ghost to haunt the circus as a dead human stuntman guy, and my name is coming to me currently, and it is Devil Knievel.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Joel, if you were a Scooby-Doo villain, what would your name be? What would your costume look like? And what would your backstory be?
Name would be Phantom of the Country Club. Costume would be like an old-timey golfer. Backstory is like I'm a ghost who died on the golf course because I got pinged in the head by a golf ball. But now I've come back and I'm stealing those like golf club warmers or like little puppets, I guess is how to describe them. Like you have like a gopher that covers a golf club or a moose or a beaver
Mhm.
or something. I'm stealing those, but I'm stealing them with the clubs, and the clubs are worth like if you look at how much golf clubs cost, like the good ones are, $2, $3, $4,000. So I'm stealing those and then selling them in the aftermarket. It's a big scam that I get busted for, but that's me. Backstory.
Okay.
Mhm.
I would be a dragon, like a huge dragon that can breathe fire but can also walk, sort of like Godzilla. And I would solve the mystery of why everyone drives like such a jerk. And I would remove the people off the road who are driving horribly. I'm not sure what I would do to them, but I don't know what my name would be. I have no idea. I have no idea. The card dragon.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, I don't know. That would not make it very good.
I was gonna say, I don't think I gave my my character. I gave him a backstory, but I didn't really give him a mystery at all. I don't think of why I was like the backstory is it's a guy that died in the carnival getting shot out of a cannonball, but he does. I don't. What's my reasoning? I forgot to do that. You guys did that, so I feel like now I have to. Now I'm peer pressured into giving a reasoning why I'm haunting the grounds, and it's because all of the guests at the circus keep leaving their freaking peanut shells on the ground, and I'm actually mad about it. Because I'm the peanut cart guy, and I want people to clean up after themselves, because at the end of the night, I have to clean up the peanuts. And that's why I'm terrorizing the circus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Design a mystery-themed ice cream flavor.
Oh, gosh.
Devin?
Oh, man. Okay, it's called Spyglass Surprise. And the surprise is that it's a plain vanilla ice cream cone, but in the middle of it, there is a Scooby snack.
Okay.
Yep.
Joel, design a mystery-themed ice cream flavor.
It's called the Purple Pony, and it's a purple ice cream that tastes like purple. But it has green gummy worms in it.
Okay.
Which has nothing to do with ponies, but
That's okay.
Wendy, design a mystery-themed ice cream flavor.
It's the Groovy Delight. And it has chunks of bubble gum in it. And chunks of caramel bits. And chocolate chips. And the ice cream flavor is peach. And it's Scooby's favorite.
I don't know if I've ever had peach ice cream before.
I don't know that I have either, but orange is my favorite, and I feel like peach would be really good, and so I want some.
I'm down to try that. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, mine would be Mystery Munchie Mania.
Okay.
You thought about this ahead of time.
No, it actually came into my head as soon as I asked them. I seriously, like, I wrote it down while Wendy was talking, but I have no notes on any of my pages for, oh, you can't even see them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like plain white.
Anyway, it is lobster flavored ice cream with bits of Scooby snacks in it. And I guess we'll throw in some chocolate fudge. Yeah.
You know what I would actually try if I saw it on a menu? If someone said, we have butter flavored ice cream with bits of like lobster or crab in the ice cream, I would have to try it.
If you go to Bill and Ben's in Cape Cod, you can get lobster flavored, or you can get, it's vanilla ice cream, I think, with pieces of lobster in it.
I would have to try it. I feel like there's no way you can pass that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never tried it. I've been there a million times, but I don't eat seafood, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you could ride in the Mystery Machine for one day, where would you go? Joel?
I would go back in time to Canada's Wonderland in 1981 and buy all the cool Scooby-Doo merchandise.
Okay. Wendy, if you could ride in the Mystery Machine for one day, where would you go?
Well, I had an answer, but F it. Scrappy and I are hitchhiking with me. We're going with Joel. We're going with Joel.
You weren't even born yet.
Well, then you'll have to go back in time and then back forward in time to go back in time and then forward in time. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. I've got
All
a
right.
time scepter. I have a time scepter. We'll work it out. It's fine.
Devin, if you could ride in the mystery machine for one day, where would you go?
Y'all got to go back to the future, pick me up, back to the past again. We're all taking a road trip together. Let's do it.
Sounds like a plan to me. We'll all do a road trip together. Back in
Got it.
time, forward in time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. What would Scooby and Shaggy order if they visited your favorite restaurant? Wendy?
17 cold cut combos at Subway.
Subway's your favorite. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Devin, what would Scooby and Shaggy order if they visited your favorite restaurant?
Okay, I'm only saying this. This isn't my favorite restaurant, but because of last time we recorded, we talked about this afterwards. They're going to Dairy Queen and they're getting the chicken tenders because the chicken tenders at Dairy Queen are underrated. And you guys thought it was just ice cream, and I feel like everyone thinks it's just ice cream, but Dairy Queen has got some good chicken tendies.
All
And it's
right.
not an ad for Dairy Queen.
Joel, what would Scooby and Shaggy order if they visited your favorite restaurant?
I was aware Dairy Queen had like deep fried goodness, but it's not my favorite restaurant. My favorite restaurant that's local is called Mai Tai. It's Thai food. Maybe they get all the stuff I'm afraid to get. I get the same thing every time, and they wouldn't get that. It's too ordinary.
Okay. My favorite restaurant is called Pizza Joe.
Great name.
And yeah, they would probably get pizza. So
Is there a guy named Joe that works there or no?
I think so.
Okay.
All right, last one. Last one.
Oh man.
If Scooby-Doo villains had performance reviews, what would they be graded on? Devin?
Oh god. Oh, that's a good question, Nikki. Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I think they would be graded on their costume design, how mainly sewing techniques and hot glue capabilities and zipper functionality and wig application. Yep.
Okay. Joel, if Scooby-Doo villains had performance reviews, what would they be graded on?
Spookiness, spooky level. I'm gonna do like body language, and then I'm gonna do vocal projection.
Okay. Wendy, if Scooby-Doo villains had performance reviews, what would they be graded on?
All right, two things. Obviously, first and foremost, how scary are you? Scare factor. But second, though, oh goodness, what is the word? Why can I not think of the word that I want? Have I gone dumb? I've probably been dumb this whole time, but have I gone dumber? Maybe. Sorry, the word will come to me in the next century.
I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna go back in the mystery machine, and we're gonna go a century ahead. So when he gets a word.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's do it right now. Okay, they would definitely have to be graded on, like, if someone knows the word I want, jump in. The believability and the validity of why they are the villain. Validity was the word that I wanted. How valid is your gripe? You know, was Carl really valid in trying to like take down Daphne's uncle and like the whole production for the film just because he didn't get to play the lead? I doubt it. I don't think so. So the validity of your villain story, basically. Like, why are you even doing this? And how effectively scary are you to even be called a villain?
Yeah, I would say that they would be graded on how scary or spooky they are, how they interact with the gang, their costume, and I think that's it. I think that's all I would grade them on.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That is it for our topics. Yes.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank
That was
you.
fun.
Thank you for putting those together. That was fun. That was good.
I love these.
It's hard. It's hard to like think of something that is clever but also makes sense for what you're asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that there's no research put into these. It's just figure out some weird questions to ask and no one knows what's being asked. And I used to prepare my answers, but I did not do that this time. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put these together really quickly and then I'm just gonna like print it and forget it and I'll ask and I'll just figure it out on the fly. So
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. That is it. That's it. We're gonna wrap things up. Before we do, let everyone know where they can find you on social media. Wendy?
On Instagram, you can find me at WendyBRYDGE. On Twitter X, I'm Wendy Loves Jesus, and my blog is wendylovesjesus.wordpress.com.
Devin?
You can find me and Freddie making out.
Joel?
You can find me on YouTube. Just type in Planet Scooby.
You can find all my links on ScoobyAddicts.com. Let us know your answers to all of these questions because we're curious what you would have to say. And thank you for joining us for another Scooby panel.
Ta-ta.
Not if I get Freddie first, though.
And you can see it's just questions. There are no answers written on the sheet of paper.
I didn't know if you were going to need paper, so I brought 2 note cards just in case I needed to write something down.
Thank you for tuning in to another Scooby panel. I'm Nikki Blake from ScoobyAddicts.com. If you like these panels, please subscribe to my channel for more great discussions. A huge shout out to our patrons, Julie Rosen, Ross from ScoobyFan.net, Tagus, Garrett Spencer, Paul the Scooby Dude, and Jesse. If you would like to support the Scooby panel, please go to patreon.com/ScoobyAddicts. A very special thank you to artist, blogger, and Scooby collector Wendy Bridge, Joel from Planet Scooby, and miniature artist Devin Smith. Scooby Panel is available in podcast form on most podcast platforms or as a web series on YouTube. You can find Scooby Panel on Instagram, Facebook, and X as @Scooby Panel. We are part of the Collector's Maze Network where you can find all things geek. Scooby and Shaggy were voiced by Scott Innes. Check out Scott's website, onescottshop.com. Scooby Addicts artwork by Will Davenport. Scooby Panel logo by Garrett Spencer. Video editing by Nikki Blake. Please join us next time for another Scooby panel.